Hello, I'm Rebecca McClaskey, proprietor of Free Spirit Consultation, and my master's is from Naropa University. Weep, take two. Hi, I'm Rebecca. I'm the proprietor of Take three. Hi, I'm Rebecca. I am the proprietor of. I can't say that word.
Why say that? That's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell her to stop saying that.
Hi, I'm Rebecca. I am Rebecca.
She's fabulous.
And great. Rebecca, Free Spirit Consultations.
And I'm Sherry. I'm a relationship columnist for Boulder, Colorado, and the owner of Soulshine Solutions.
So that was fun trying to get that started. It's
what?
Even introducing myself.
Oh, I know you did great the first time.
Yeah, but
okay.
just getting it off. It's sort of the same way when you try to, I think, come into a relationship. How do you show up, right? I couldn't even get my introduction right.
I know, right? Who am I?
Who am I?
Who am I? What hat am I wearing today? What mask do I have on?
Right.
Where have I been? Who did I just go out with? Who just broke up with me?
Yeah.
And that's what we're going to talk about today. What's motivating us to get into relationships, and who's coming into the relationship? Is it just you, or is it your past?
Ghosts of relationship past, and how do you show up in relationship? And to put that in kind of more concrete terms, when you start to feel interest in somebody or that deep desire for connection, whether it be physical touch or companionship or just a wild night, whatever that is, what internally churns in you, what motivates you to seek out another person?
Well, I'd have to say, because we are made in the image and likeness of pure love. That's what we want. We crave it in every part of our body, our soul, our spirit. And there's definitely connections with friends and connections with family. You know, it all starts with family as a child. And then you go on and start having, friends and then co-workers as you get older when you're a teenager, and you start to learn about all these different relationships. And there's nothing that compares to that mutual bond that becomes true love.
And there's so many, I think, stories and fairy tales and fabrications around true love. And I've frequently and often said this phrase that suffering is not unique to humans, but victory is unique to you. And in the same way, what true love is to you is so much different than maybe any storyline out there.
Connecting the stories.
Yeah.
And that's great. The Toltecs talk about how we all live in our own separate dream state. And that's really difficult when you're trying to move into this love relationship and experience kind of what they're experiencing, and understanding how they want to be loved, how you want to be loved. Where's that connection? Where's that place that holds it all together? And that's absolutely true. We all want to be loved differently. We all have this great fairy tale in our head, and many of us don't share it. And when you don't share with your partner all your desires and dreams, how do you come together? How does that work?
Well, I'm just thinking, of course, my past relationships.
Take a moment of pause right here. Just be grateful for everything that comes our way.
And just to say that touch is so important, and there's something about kissing somebody or hugging the one that you want to be with that's really fulfilling. And so I know that we come to this with a lot of questions, and I'm sure that if you're watching this, you probably share in the questions. And the real, I think, solution is to go back in and examine that interior motivation. Where is it coming from?
Is it coming from, if I may,
yeah,
is it coming from a place of fear?
Sure.
Because I'm afraid I don't want to be alone?
Right.
Or is it really coming from a place of connecting and companionship? And
Yeah.
that's going to probably determine how that relationship manifests, how it evolves, and where your lessons are going to be within that relationship.
I'm even just thinking back to a couple minutes ago about me stutter starting, and that's what fear feels like. It feels like a stutter. It feels like I know I want this. Am I worthy enough for this? If I get it, will it be taken away from me? And I think when you actually slow down enough to know what's motivating you, that will give you a better sense of what you're creating.
It's like a radar.
Yeah.
You're broadcasting this frequency, and
Yeah.
you're out there, and people feel it. You don't have to say anything. People will feel it.
There's just subtle body cues. There's the intonations that you do, the frequency of which you call or don't call somebody, is all just part of that subtle interplay that taps into the way that you're motivated to show up and to be in relationship.
That's great. That's going to bring us into other segments about communication, which is going to be the key to holding all the pieces together that forms into the two hearts to make it one.
I agree. So in this particular moment, I encourage you to pause. We've posed a lot of questions, but just to go inside yourself and notice if you feel sensations of cold, closed down, not breathing, shallow breathing, open, expansive, maybe somewhere in between, and note that as desire and your motivation to either connect or to shield yourself.
And also, as you're thinking about motivation and where that's stemming from, is it society's expectations that it's time for you to be getting married and starting to have kids? That's definitely a real stressful factor that a lot of people feel, that generates not the best relationships, because you're just feeling like you have pressure to be there. So just the idea of allowing love to enter and allowing love to be given. And that's the best motivating idea that we can bring to each other.
Is in the giving, the receiving, and the yeses, nos. Thank you, Sherry. That was really lovely.
Awesome. Live courageously.
Keep it sexy.
Yeah.